So we're gonna use our LimeLine tape. We've got some 1/4 inch and some 1/8 inch. LimeLine flake, the instructions are on the back. Mix it to a pint of clear, shoots through a 1.3 tip or 1.4 tip. Shoot your base in black, about 3 coats of flake, just get good coverage, let it tack up, and then shoot some clear on top of it. This has one of those early 2000 midlife crisis paint jobs on it. Ugh. You need an Affliction shirt and some True Religion jeans to ride with a paint job like that. This thing's got one of those real ugly Softail style fenders. Y'all want to know what to do with that? I'll give you a hint. Figure it out yet? I hope you guessed right. Chopper style, chop, chop. That's right. Chop the fender, make it a lot better. We're gonna clean this up, get the sand in this bad boy down, throw down some cool graphics. When we cut our fender, went in, put it on the bike, found a nice little radius and radius this corner. We got a few metal spots from sanding here and there. Our front fender had a little dent. Took a body hammer, knocked out the dent a little bit, used some of our favorite glazing putty, fixed the dent, got it all sanded down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot some primer on this thing, but we're only gonna shoot it like over this body filler and over the bare metal spots. High build primer is just what it says in the name. It's high build. So if you've used some coarse sandpaper when sanding and you didn't sand it out, couldn't get it out smooth, you can just fill it up with filler primer, let it cure, and then sand it down. We're gonna be piling the metal flake on this thing, which is gonna pile up, so it's gonna hide all of that. So I literally just want to shoot on this stuff where the bare metal is to seal that bare metal, and I want to shoot the primer over the body filler, because if you don't, that body filler is just gonna keep soaking up your paint, and it's not gonna do any good. So we got everything sanded down today, and we're gonna shoot some primer and then shoot some black on this thing and get ready to shoot our metal flake. All right, let's paint some black with our trusty, handy dandy Harbor Freight gun. We're gonna shoot some black on these panels, let them dry real good, and then shoot them with some flake. So we just want to put a good couple even coats of black. Make sure we get a good coverage. What's good about our flake is your black coat really doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be super smooth or anything like you're doing a full paint job on a car. We're gonna pile flake. That flake is thick. Super thick, so it's gonna kind of fix any imperfections. I mean, granted, you can't have any big dents or chips or anything like that, but doesn't need to be perfect. We just want to get full coverage. I kind of like to start with a light coat just so we make sure there isn't no drips, because if there's drips, you do got to sand them out. Ooh, get rid of that 2000s tribal. Guess what? This guy's not gonna have to buy no more Affliction shirts or True Religion jeans. He'll be able to ride in regular clothes. Honest, if True Religion and Affliction is your thing, more power to you. I'm just making fun. But seriously, if you have a bike with these old 2000 tribal flames and stuff, do yourself a favor, come to Carport Customs. We'll fix that ugly. And because it's so damn hot in Louisiana, we don't really have to wait, and we're painting multiple pieces. This piece is already dry. So we're gonna hit it with our second coat. Go a little bit thicker on this coat. Make sure we get all our full coverage. You gotta make sure you get all of your edges, because on this thing we sanded a little bit and got down to the metal. So make sure you get around all your edges and everything. The black I'm spraying, it is the Speed Coat Jet Black base coat. It shoots really, really nice, really, really smooth. It's an affordable black paint. Works great. Alright, so we have our LimeLine flake laid down over our black. We've wet sanded it, cleaned it with some window cleaner. We laid down a little bit of lines. So we're gonna get ready to lay down some artwork. Alright, so we got our tape done, got some artwork done on the sides. We got another coat of clear. Now we just gotta wet sand it down, do a little more artwork, and shoot it in clear one more time, cut and buff. Got our 2 colors of candy in there. We mixed a gold candy orange and then a little bit darker orange with some gold in it. Then over the silver, we shot a little bit of candy black to tone down the silver so it's not as bright as this right here. It's actually what the customer wanted, so we do what the customers want around here at Carport Customs. Here's a pro tip for a rookie mistake. Make sure when you're doing multiple pieces on a bike or a vehicle that you go back and reference pieces that you've already done, the artwork, the tape work. That way you don't forget anything like I did. Let me show you. So y'all see how this artwork is done where you have black shadowing, silver line, black shadowing, orange flake, black shadowing, silver line, and then back into the orange. It is on the rear fender like that and the front fender like that. Well, yesterday I spent 4.5, almost 5 hours doing the sides of these tanks. Got them all done, shot the clear coat on them, was looking back, I was like, man, there's just something off, but it looks good. There's something off about them. Well, while they're drying, I'm out here watching paint dry. Wife comes out. She's like, oh, that looks good, but you forgot a line. And I'm like, what? I didn't forget no line. Check this out. I already started sanding it, but you can see I forgot the inside silver line. Yeah. So, the only way to fix that is to sand off 4.5 hours worth of work. Keep an eye on your stuff. Make sure you got the right tape lines down. Make sure you're not pulling off tape like I did. I had that line taped out, but what I did was when I shot the orange, I pulled that inside line off and I should have kept it on. Like I say, rookie mistake, lesson learned. Let's get this thing sanded. Let's get the artwork done. Let's get after it. Adam Paul, Time Warp Custom Paints on YouTube. You guys want more of a tutorial on how to do the things that I'm showing you guys. I'm not doing a paint tutorial. Time Warp Custom Paint, Adam Paul, he's amazing. Also owns the LimeLine brand. The guy's videos are great. Y'all go check him out, give him a subscribe, tell him Carport Custom sent you. Well, I forgot to film the rest of finishing up the tank and fenders for motorcycle, but I got it finished and got it put on.